What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So the Tennessee Titans have been pretty good this year. They started off very slow, but Ryan Tannehill has come in and saved the season for them. And in my opinion, I even think that they're going to make the playoffs. But let me be the first one to tell you, if no one's told you already, that the Tennessee Titans won't be winning the Super Bowl this year. And while Ryan Tannehill has been a tremendous upgrade over Marcus Mariota, he's not the answer for the Tennessee Titans in terms of the Super Bowl. If the Titans ever plan to win the Super Bowl, they're going to have to be bold. And while there are many options out there that could potentially work for the Tennessee Titans, I think that one option stands above the rest, and that would be trading for Cam Newton. And I think that the Tennessee Titans should trade a second-round pick for Cam Newton, which I think would be the asking price. Even if they don't fully know what his health issues currently are, even if Cam Newton is still an injury risk, he could still be a top 10 quarterback. And that's what they're going to need. In a league where Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar Jackson are dominating, you're going to need to have a really, really good guy in order to compete. And Ryan Tannehill is average. Let's make that very clear right now. He can make a good team slightly better, or he can make a bad team slightly mediocre, but he can't make a bad team good. So Ryan Tannehill is not the franchise-altering type of player that many expected he would be when he was drafted number 8 overall out of Texas A&M. But Cam Newton was. When he was drafted number 1 overall in 2011, we knew how big time his physical attributes were, and he's been a great quarterback in the NFL, even if he's been banged up. But the real reason why this would work for the Tennessee Titans is because this time they wouldn't be building it around Cam Newton. They'd be building it around Derrick Henry. Now, I don't think that Derrick Henry is a top 5 running back, but he's one of the most physical runners in the NFL. The last time I remember seeing a runner this physical was Marshawn Lynch. Derrick Henry is that type of guy. You could build a team around that. I think what the Tennessee Titans need to do is trade for Cam Newton and then re-upgrade the offensive line, get some new guys in there. They have a couple of draft picks. They can really establish a big-time offensive line and play smash-mouth football. I mean, Marcus Mariota, the problem with him being with the Titans, which is what I identified from the start, is that the Tennessee Titans wanted to be a smash-mouth team. We learned this when they drafted Derrick Henry. They wanted to be a smash-mouth team, but Marcus Mariota is a spread quarterback. So that's why that pairing didn't work. And Ryan Tannehill is average, but not good enough to win you a Super Bowl. But with Cam Newton, you can fully commit to the smash-mouth type of football that the Tennessee Titans want to play. And that's scary. Around postseason time, while all these other teams want to throw it 40 to 50 times a game, if you can punch him in the mouth with Derrick Henry and pound it in with Cam Newton, along with the other wide receivers have. A.J. Brown is no joke. Corey Davis was a top 5 pick. Even though he hasn't lived up to expectations, I think that he can ball if he was given a really good quarterback. And if Cam Newton's healthy, that's exactly what he is. Even out of the backfield, Dion Lewis, even though he hasn't been great this year, he's still a threat out of the backfield. We have to keep that into consideration. And his defense is top 10 material. Even though this year hasn't come to fruition, I blame that on Marcus Mariota on the offense at the beginning of the season. They went 3 and out all too often, leaving the defense on the field for too long. And while this defense doesn't have many big names, they have some of the most underrated names in all of football. I mean, Kevin Byard is one of the most underrated safeties in all football. This is a top 5 safety, and we never talk about him. When we talk about Jamal Adams and Earl Thomas, we got to mention his name up there too. And Adoree Jackson, he's really fast. He could be a number 1 cornerback, especially when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, a guy like Tyreek Hill. If you have Adoree Jackson, that's one guy who can actually keep up with Tyreek Hill in terms of speed. So the defense is championship ready. But with Cam Newton, the offense would be championship ready too. And they'd play a type of physical smash-mouth football that everyone would be afraid of. This would not be a team you want to see next year if they trade for Cam Newton. And if he's fully right, the Tennessee Titans have a good chance at winning the Super Bowl. Now, many people wouldn't pick them to make it to the Super Bowl because Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are there. We're talking about Deshaun Watson and the Texans. The Patriots, despite a declining Tom Brady, they're not going to fall off. They're still going to be in the conversation. But when you take into account the smash mouth type of physical football the Titans want to play, if they can get a guy like Cam Newton who embodies that type of football, this is a team to be reckoned with. And despite Cam Newton's inaccuracy issues, we have to keep in mind that before he had his shoulder injuries, and 2 years ago, he was really accurate. I mean, he wasn't amazingly accurate like Tom Brady and these guys, but when you look at his whole career, 2 years ago before his injury, he was the most accurate he's ever been. So there's hope in terms of Cam Newton for accuracy, and he's a big play threat. But most importantly, he fits into the smash mouth type of football I want to see the Titans play. This will install fear into other teams, and that's why the Tennessee Titans need to trade for Cam Newton. That's all for this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing you with more NFL and NBA hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day, and see y'all later.